Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today it is time for the long-awaited arrival of me to use my Dyson Airwrap for curly coily hair types, and I could not be more excited about this. In case you're new here, I'm Faren. My first name is Fred, and here on my channel I love to create content around lifestyle and textured hair. And just like always, I need you to do all the things. I need you to go ahead and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. Leave a comment and introduce yourself if you do decide to join the community. And if you don't want to say nothing at all but you still liked it, at least give this video a thumbs up and let the algorithm know that you appreciated me and the time that it took for me to create this. Now let's get into everything that is in this wonderful case. As far as attachments, we have the diffuser, which also comes on the Dyson Supersonic, which I also have. If you haven't seen videos on that, check them out there in the description box down below. The difference is the diffuser for the Airwrap has more teeth and they are different lengths, and it is slightly larger than the one for the Supersonic. Next, we have the 𝐿 attachment, which is really good for taming flyaways and smoothing the hair. Comb attachment, of course, which is nice to blow dry your hair, especially if you have kinky coily tendrils like I do. Next, we have the smoothing brush attachment, which I will probably use today to blow dry my hair. We also have a bristle brush attachment, which I'm really excited about because I have been wanting to use a round brush to kind of smooth out my hair after using the smoothing brush. Yeah, it's a lot of steps, but when you have hair like mine, you gotta do what you gotta do, but we'll talk about that more later. You also have the one barrel attachment that you can click back and forth so that it curls your hair in each direction. And of course, we have the Dyson Airwrap itself. You have the 3 fan speeds, so you have high, medium, low. You have 2 heat settings in a cool shot, so high and low. And then you have on, off, and another cool shot right here, which comes in handy. My purpose of purchasing the Airwrap was to see which one worked better for my lifestyle. So yes, I have kinky coily textured hair, but I also like to straighten my hair, and I'm really leaning towards styling my straight hair a little more often than I have in the past. And even though I have a Supersonic and it works great, all I can do is blow dry and diffuse my hair. And I really want to see if the Airwrap can not only diffuse, blow dry, but also style. We're gonna see. And the only way to test it out is by using it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wash my hair and all that good stuff. And before you guys ask what products I'm using, they're gonna be in the description box down below. But I'm also doing another video because they're brand new products. So stay tuned for my next hair video and you'll get a more in-depth look on the hair products that I'm using in today's video. Okay y'all, we ready. So we are starting off with the smoothing brush. Did y'all know that it moved like this? This made it not tug on my hair as much, and I love that. I wasn't sure of how big of the section I should use, so I have my hair in 6 separate sections, and I put it in twists, and I'm blow drying each leg of the twist individually at first because I just wanted to make sure that I was getting the heat to the hair and not putting too much hair in the attachment so it wouldn't dry as fast as it could. As far as settings, I used it on the highest fan. I did attempt to use it on medium heat, but I didn't really like the results, so I bumped it up to high heat because I really am trying to get my hair stretched without using as much heat, but you also have to do what's necessary. It did blow dry my hair pretty quick, and honestly, you could probably get away with just using the smoothing brush as the only attachment to blow dry your hair, especially if your hair isn't as textured or as coarse as mine. And I did this section by section. While my Airwrap was still running, I would change the attachment. It wasn't too hot to the touch, and I can appreciate that about the Airwrap. I like to be gentle with my hair, and because it is kinky coily, I decided not to go in with this round brush initially. Too much tugging and pulling on kinky coily hair causes breakage, and we're not trying to do that. I used the round brush on the highest heat setting, and I was able to use larger sections, which I feel like gave my hair a smoother look. But the key thing here was making sure that I did do a few passes using the cool shot, because I feel like that really helped lock in the smoothness and didn't allow my hair to revert as much as it usually does, because it does revert just a little bit from being blown out. And the last bonus about this round brush was the ability to get to my roots and really make sure they were stretched, because I typically have an issue with that when blowing out my hair with a regular blow dryer. So here's what my hair looks like after being completely blown out, and I like it. It still has a little texture to it, but this is probably one of the best blowouts that I've performed on myself at home ever. But personally, I need my hair a little more sleeker before I decide to style with the barrels, so I'm gonna flat iron my hair. But for some people, this is good enough. Like, some people would just go ahead and style their hair or maybe go into a rod set. I just feel like my hair is going to revert. But leave it in the comments down below. Like, is this blown out enough for you to go ahead and style your hair? Y'all, I got sick in the middle of finishing up this video, so it's a couple days later, and I wanted to come on camera and directly speak to you guys about this. In case you don't have textured hair like I do, or if you haven't noticed the amount of steps and care it takes for someone with kinky, coily textured hair to get their hair straight, I need for you to understand that when it comes to using the Dyson Airwrap on damp hair, it's really, for me, not possible, especially if I want to use the barrel, and curl my hair, because as a person with textured hair, my hair is going to try and revert. And after I have put so much work in to straightening out my hair, or at least stretching it to this point, speaking for myself, I don't want to really risk my hair reverting. So I see people leave comments about how you're supposed to use it on damp hair, but damp hair just really, when it comes to stretch styling, really isn't an option for people like me. In the past, when I've tried this, I've used different sprays and things, and it left my hair kind of greasy. I don't want to do that today, so I am just gonna go in with this bonding polish that I have already sprayed on my hair the night that I finished it, but I'm just gonna use this today to style it and kind of see how it goes. I apologize if that distorts the results, or if you feel like it doesn't work to its best ability. So now we can try out the barrel. I did just a few sprays of the bonding polish, and then I brushed it through, and I'm attempting to do like a curtain bang. I took your suggestion and I tried to like curl it up at the top, but I don't know if y'all know this, but using this barrel takes a little time to get used to. I am a novice when it comes to styling straight hair, so using curling irons just really isn't in my repertoire anymore. So it's on high heat, and I'm trying to guide my hair onto it, and I feel like it's working. Like, it's working out really well for me. And then what I would do was I would move it to the cool shot, let that cool for about 5 seconds, and then I think personally it works best when you turn the device completely off and then pull the curls out. I feel like they just stick longer. I think at first I tried to use too large of a section and my hair just wasn't sticking, so using smaller sections seemed to work, but I love how my hair just kind of like attracted to it and actually curled. I'm sure other people are a little more intentional when it comes to curling their hair, but I'm not. I'm just, you know, trying to feel my way through it. Also, I feel like this cool shot wasn't really getting that cool. Not as cool as it was when I was using it to blow dry my hair. I don't know, it was weird. In conclusion, how do I feel about the Dyson Airwrap Long Diffuse for curly coilies? I think that's the name of it. I think for me and my preferences, it is a very effective tool. Unfortunately, I did not show you guys how the comb attachment works, but based on my experience, I'm sure it works perfectly fine. I really like that I did not lose much hair at all. I could have used a little more tension in the round brush, but I prefer something not yanking my hair out and still getting really good results like this over losing a lot of hair. For anyone who thought this one tool was going to be the wham bam thank you ma'am and give me the results that I desired, I feel like your expectations were a little high. I have very textured hair, and I knew I was going to have to use a straightener in order to get my desired look. If I was a girl who loved big, voluminous, flowy hair and I didn't care about my hair reverting, then I could have stopped with just the blow dry and it would have been perfectly fine, because in order to get my hair this straight, it starts with a good blow dry. So I love the attachments. I love the round brush. I'm not very coordinated, if you can't tell. So just having a tool where like I can just do that and get my desired results, a win in my book. And I like my hair like this. I could spray it with some hairspray in order to maintain the curls, but like I said, I don't want to weigh my hair down with a lot of product right now, so this is fine for me to go out and be about my business. But I love it. I think with me using it more often, I'll be able to perfect it and like my results even better. I am a fan of most Dyson products. Was it worth the investment for me? Yes. Do I prefer it over my Supersonic now? Kinda. So I'm just gonna end this video here. Please leave any comment, tips, suggestions, questions down below, and I will try my best to get back to all of them. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one.